What's up, the internet? Just when you thought I was gone, they pulled me back in, but apparently Nick managed to pull Amy back in too, which means this show is going to be better than it's ever been because Nick can talk less.
Exactly. And Amy fired Rex and John, which I feel bad about.
I've got 2 weeks of pent-up burns on you,
We'll
by
see
the
how
way.
this goes.
She may walk out. She said she might walk off the set.
I've wanted to many, many, many times.
Yeah, right? So everybody, this is the Original Art Experience. Many people know me. I'm Nick. This is Amy.
I'm just the assistant.
She says just after she fires Rex and John. I don't know if I believe that. I think that may be a stretch.
I'm relatively sure the whole company would shut down if Amy didn't show up for work.
Right? So, actually, Amy and I, we did a video earlier that'll be funny for everybody to see. Before we start the show.
Hopefully people like it.
Hopefully. Well, look, you know what it is? If people don't like it, it's the internet. We'll take it down. Nobody will even know it happened. Yeah, it doesn't work that way, does it?
I don't know if people can see me looking at it. Then like,
The unknown. How are you, man?
Hi.
How are you? Good to see you. All right. So before we want to start the show, last night I want to thank Bill for giving us the opportunity to preview the show. It really means a lot to me. And it's funny, you know, we were talking on Comic Art Live how great the community is, how much we love the community. And I opened a package that came to me yesterday after the show. And it was a huge surprise. I'm still a little choked up about it. But I opened up the package. It was from Mike Berkey. I thought it was something I ordered. You know, Mike will hold my orders for a little bit and then send them. And I opened up a package, and it was a Jim Aparo steel page inked by Dick Giordano. Now, I know I didn't order this because I'm pretty sure this was one on Dueling Dealers, and this was one the night that I had said, you know what, I'm going to hold off from claiming anything unless it's something I love, because a lot of people were upset that myself and Tim were claiming a lot. So I decided to hold off. And like I said, I was only going to claim on things that I loved because I wanted everybody else to enjoy it. You know, Mike Berkey and Anthony Snyder and Bill put on a great show, $500 and less. And it felt like the right thing to do to let everybody just be able to get it, you know? So I'm not going to read the whole thing because it choked me up. But
should I get tissues just in case?
No, I cried. I'm not going to cry again, but I said choked up.
Okay.
She's ready. She's seen me cry. A real man can cry. Not really. But this came from Aiden Lacey. And this is kind of, wow. You're probably wondering why I sent you this art via Mike Berkey since we have never met. Here goes. I like doing random positive acts of kindness to compassionate and brighten the world, especially in these trying times. I chose you because I suspect you're a kindred spirit. I see you as a cheerleader for the Dueling Dealers. I see you gently but nicely and fiercely deal with the negative, naysayers, and Debbie Downers that can ferment all feelings. Last night's show was a prime example. When I reached out to you and many others via CAF asking about the Avengers 26 art, you were one of the few who even bothered to reply. I appreciate that, though I'm still searching. So if anybody knows any Avengers 26 art by Don Heck, Aiden Lacey is looking for it. I bid on the page because after all the complaining about the system being unfair, one person winning everything, I wanted to see if I could, as fast as anyone else, it need to be. I can't read the rest of this. But it was just, wow. Like, out of the blue, just getting a package, and he won this and then sent it to me. This proves how great this hobby just is. It's freaking fabulous. And I just want to say thank you to everybody who's a part of it. You know, this is, you know, the entire comics industry is an industry I love. And that's something I never could have expected. So But it's props to everybody because we're all great fans. So anyway, before I become the Debbie Downer and bring this down, we're going to talk about original art. And we have Ronald, and we have Omega Comics, and we have The Unknown, and we have Robert O'Brien, and Mr. Red Jack, and Mr. Wedding, and Mr. White, and so many other people in the house that we should really, really start moving. So, yes, you're right, Mr. Red Jack. We are a special family. So Ronald always wants to know right away on the remarks. So we're going to start off with the deceased remarks right now. We have two of them. These are deceased remarks by Ken Hazer with the Joker remark. Now, these are usually $89.99. And what are we doing these at tonight, Amy?
$75.
$75. So they're $75 each. We only have two of them. Each one comes with a certificate of authenticity. And we just all love Ken Hazer. And he's just a great guy. And The Unknown claimed one of these, which means we have one left. Hey, Mr. Red Jack, yeah, thank you. I'll second that. Everybody, please hit like, thumbs up, share if you don't mind, subscribe. Make sure you're still subscribed. And we appreciate your supporting us. We do this every Friday from 7 to 8. We go crazy trying to pull the art, making sure we bring variety, and we want to thank you all. Robert said if it wasn't for Spencer Beck, I wouldn't have much of an obsession with original art. He even got my wife in the hobby. That's awesome. So
if it wasn't for Spencer Beck, I'd have a lot more money than I have now. That's just how I'll say that.
Yeah, Spencer Beck and Will Gabrielle, right?
Yeah, those guys. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. So we have one Batman Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is also by Ken Hazer, and he did it in silver ink. So we only have one copy.
Hold on, Nick. I got to correct you. That's not Batman TMNT. That's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Secret History of the Foot Clan.
Sorry, DF cover. Thank you.
I would recognize that cover anywhere.
So I'm going to actually pull this out. I want people to see the silver is kind of hidden because of the plastic bag. So check out that sketch. It's beautiful. Just a nice remark. And what are we doing this at?
This one's 60.
Oh, I mistyped. No, we're doing this for 50. This is $50. We only have one of them.
All right, then.
See, I used to blame Rex and John for the mistakes. Now I can't. So it's all me. Yeah, it is all me.
You used to blame me.
Yeah, but then you were off for 2 weeks. So I got out of that habit of blaming you. Now I blame John and Rex. This is why she fired Rex, because Rex screwed this up.
This is fair.
I'm kidding. So anyway, this is original art on the comic, DF cover, and we only have one, and it's $50. Someone let Nick out of the basement. Yes, Dave. Yes. What were we talking about the other day about pizza? We were talking about pizza tacos.
Oh, taco pizza. Rex wouldn't shop about cheesesteaks. Oh. And beer.
And beer.
A lot of stuff like that.
All right. We're doing the more affordable stuff first. He still secretly blames you. Yes, I still secretly blame you. So here's a sketch from a sketch artist we have not had on the air yet. This is the first time we have her sketch. We only have one of these. It is Star Wars #1. This is the Jason Aaron, John Cassaday edition, one of the best-selling Star Wars books of all time. So we have this by Katie Hidalgo, and this is
77.
supposed to be $77, but we're going to do it at $50 too, because I'm feeling generous after Aiden was so generous to me. So this one is not a mistype. I just decided to pay it back forward. So limited edition remark, Katie Hidalgo, comes with a certificate of authenticity. So and it's an $89.99 book for $50 tonight. We have two. So I want to do one thing real quick. We're just going to do a quick preview. We have an Avengers 26 Dale Keown page. I actually won that from Tatiana during Dueling Dealers. We have a Red Sonja #1 cover by Brett Booth, inked by Scott Hanna. This is cover to the upcoming Red Sonja #1.
Very exclusive.
Yeah, very exclusive. It's a limited edition, but all the money from this sale will be going to Save Whiskers Rescue. Scott Hanna actually donated this to Save Whisker Rescue. And to be clear, it's inked over Blue Line. So, but it's still the printed cover. We have Master of Kung Fu, and I think I had this at $850. And then last night, Bill reminded me that the Master of Kung Fu that sold on Dueling Dealers that was $1,200 was Mike Zeck. So what do I have this at?
You actually have it at $950.
We're gonna do $600. So we're gonna change it to $600 because it wasn't the same artist, but it is Gene Day, who was fantastic. Shang-Chi is hot right now.
I think it's Shang-Chi. That's how you say it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they changed it. They changed it.
Okay.
Shang-Chi for years, but apparently Shang is the proper pronunciation.
I say
I'm good with
Shang.
Shang.
I say Shang. I'm keeping it my
Yeah,
way. I've been saying it
So
this
have
way
I
for
for years and years and years, but the commercial says Shang, and I'm like, whoa.
And the
Like,
Star
it broke
Wars,
me.
this Katie Hidalgo Star Wars is sold. So
Yay.
Oh, my stickies. Before I
yeah.
forget.
So we wanted to bring some more. Okay, this one, and there's a lot of in jokes about this. This is Joe Quesada, Marvel Knights, double shot #1, page 3. It's the Punisher pulling teeth, and the reason why I picked this is because everybody here knows that me putting my art up for sale is like pulling teeth. But we want to grow the market and we want to grow.
It's such a corny joke.
It's such a corny joke.
Yeah.
She hates it. She's hated that joke from the first time she heard me say it earlier today. And as many times as she tells me it's a corny joke, I still say it. Maybe I feel like it's a challenge. Nice price before the movie hits. It is. It is. Wasn't Scott Hanna who did the pencils on that cover because it was a commission? Yes, that is right, Robert. So it's inked on Blue Line. So it's inks over the Blue Line. So I guess you could say he also partially penciled it. He added in. It's mostly considered inks. And we used it as a cover. So yes, this was originally a commission that was inked on Blue Line, and that's why it became a cover. Let's do something we've hardly done in the past. So I'm going to start with the Avengers Invaders lithograph signed by Alex Ross. This is 18 by 24 inch lithograph. You can get a frame at Michael's easily for this. Okay. 18 by 24. It is printed on 100-pound Gallery Art silk stock. This is signed by Alex Ross. These are normally $89.99, and tonight we have these for $50. We only have a few, but it is a great value. I mean,
I do like this guy's stuff a lot. Like as long as I've been here, he's definitely become one of the favorite artists whose work I love looking at.
Yeah, I mean, he's the Norman Rockwell of comics. You know, the light, the reality that he adds to it is just incredible. So this is just, it's fine art. It is fine art. So, so what we do, I'm going to the dentist on Monday. That's funny. So this is normally $89.99. If this is something you like, at $50, and it's only $10 shipping in the continental U.S. If it's outside the U.S., I'm sure we'll find out how much the shipping is sooner than later. it's just a great piece. Like I said, you could go to Michael's and get it framed. If you go to alexrossart.com, you'll see they have giclées that start at a lot more money, hundreds of dollars, and I think some of them go into the $1,000 level. Keep in mind, those are giclées on canvas. So this is 100-pound gallery art silk stock. So it really, really is a great value for money. And it is signed by the man. All right, let's talk about, you know what, let's just do all the lithographs. So in addition to that, we have, this is unsigned, again, 100-pound gallery art silk stock. This is Frank Cho Red Sonja. Now, this is a $50 lithograph. What we're going to do tonight, to just because we want to just inspire people to buy some original art or some lithographs and get you hooked, this is going to be, instead of $50, $19.73.
What a steal.
It is. And why did we do this? Besides Nick's crazy and Nick has fun? Because it's the year Red Sonja first appeared in Conan 23.
Your tradition.
Exactly. So this is not signed, but it is on 100-pound gallery art silk stock. It is a limited edition lithograph, and we just wanted to put something in tonight's show that was under $20. And then last but not least, this is an incredible value, and trust me, because the taxes we had to pay just to send this to Italy and have it come back.
Oh yeah.
Vampirella
real quick, Nick, in the comments, Samuel Rojas is asking a question. Is there a specific way to claim a piece? Just type it in. If there's something you want, just put it in the comments. Say, hey, Nick, sell me the Vampirella lithograph. Exactly. And then he'll sell you the Vampirella lithograph, and I will send. I'll put a link in the comments for you to fill out. Man, I'm out of practice. You take 2 weeks off. You get out of practice saying this stuff.
Tell me about it. And Amy being on the air instead of being the person like cracking the whip, it's like she'd be like, "Hey guys, answer the question." By the way, one thing I didn't mention: this is Frank Cho art, and it's colored by Sabine, his favorite colorist.
Did they get to see the signature?
There is no signature on the Frank Cho.
I was gonna say you brought your going Vampirella. You didn't. Yeah, there we go. Is.
See, even in front of the camera.
That's my job, man. Feel free to interrupt. Ron, price unseen, because we don't have the right price. Ron is going to claim a Vampirella. We haven't put the price up on the Vampirella yet. We're still talking about the Red Sonja.
So the Vampirella is signed by Lucio Perillo. We ship these to Italy to get them signed. The MSRP is $100, but this is a 5-star painting, so we're going to put it at $50. So
Ron, just confirm if you still want one, man.
Exactly, Ron. Just confirm if you want it, or if you don't, just say no,
or say never mind. The
unknown claims a Vampirella. Okay,
the unknown will take a vamp. Yes.
And again, we ship these all the way to Italy, and look at Lucio Perillo's Vampirella. I mean, he is one of the best Vampirella artists we have. And again, we actually had this on our Indiegogo campaign, and they are still up. You can still order this from Indiegogo for $100, or you can order it here tonight for $50. They are not numbered. We did not number them, Ronald. It is beautiful, isn't it? We're so fortunate to have been able to do this. Lucio is just one of the most talented creators we've ever worked with. I find us really lucky to work with him. I mean, look, we've gotten to work with so many greats: Alex Ross, Lucio Perillo, Frank Cho, Jay Lee, Frank Miller, Joe Michael Linsner, so many great artists. And speaking of Joe Michael Linsner, we have 2 Vampirella #1s from the Joe Michael Linsner Indiegogo campaign from 2 years ago, the 50th anniversary. Oh, my pleasure, Unknown. I'm glad you're happy. This is the cover, the pencil pure line art variant, but over here, this is a drawing of Dawn, and this is hand drawn of Vampirella. Now, these are $500 each, MSRP. I think we're bringing them in at $275 each.
Yeah.
So these are $275 each individually. But what I will do is, if anyone wants to buy both of them, if someone wants, and we only have one of each, If anyone wants to claim both of them, we'll do the pair for $400. I was going to do $500, but again, that letter from Aiden just really touched me, and I want to just give back to the community, you know. So,
so that's the secret. Just send you fan mail, compliment you as much as they can, and you'll just
choke up and just
drop prices.
So
guys, start doing that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm going to start feeling when it's a setup. I will feel if it's actually, I'm not that smart. I probably won't. So Dawn, hand drawn right there. Vampirella, original art, $275 each. Both of these for $400. All right. So now to get to the big stuff. So let's pull some teeth.
Hey, Nick.
Well, bad joke.
Nick, we got 5 minutes. Let's hold on on pulling teeth after the break. We got 5 minutes to break.
Okay.
There's something I desperately want to see that was on the list.
Go for it.
And it may be the most expensive item of the evening.
Okay.
But it's the Uncanny X-Men 29.
Okay.
Right here. Okay.
So this is Chris Bachalo, inked by Tim Townsend. Now, this is the cover, the printed cover, but this is pencils by Bachalo, inks by Townsend on Blue Line. So I need to explain to some fans, I'm sure, what a blue line is. A blue line is when an artist draws something and either he draws it physically and scans it in and the inker prints it out and inks it, or an artist draws it on the computer and sends it to the inker and the inker still prints it out and inks it. This is what was used to print the cover. You can even see the logo and everything down here, which is really cool. So this is the first time we've ever had something by Chris Bachalo. I was in love with this when I bought it because there were so many great characters. I mean, you've got the reading of the will of Xavier. You have Storm with the Mohawk. You have Spider-Man. You have Deadpool. You have Scott Summers. You have the Beast. You have Sabretooth.
How many characters would you say are on that cover?
Nick Fury, Daredevil. I'd say there's probably 30 plus characters on this cover.
I wonder if someone's counting it right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you are counting, let us know and tell us how many people are on there.
And tell Nick how bad his math is. But it's just so funny when you look at that. Iron Man, Wolverine, Captain America, Sebastian Shaw. I mean, that's right behind the Thing is Sebastian Shaw.
I'm trying to see who's right next to Spider-Man. I'm trying to tell who that is.
That's the one person I can't tell either. I ran out of fingers and toes. Thank you, Mr. Red Jack. Oh, man, I thought everybody just left because of my bad jokes. It's good to see the audience is still there.
Marvel doesn't have a note. They don't have that particular note up on their resource page.
They're slacking.
True. So you want to tell people what this is going for?
Oh, yeah, sorry. This is $8,500.
However,
Oh,
I want you guys to think about it this way. Nick guesses there are 30 people on the cover. right? We've run out of fingers and toes. If it's 30 people on the cover, that's only $283 a character. So
You
it's
know,
really not that bad.
Watch there be 28 people and somebody want to buy it saying, okay, well, you got to deduct $566, Nick. There's 2 people missing.
Well,
thanks for doing the
I
math.
think there's probably more than that.
I'm just going to show it. It's just so beautiful. And on this one, this is really expensive. So usually I'll say if you put half down and half in 30 days, I'm good with it.
I had an out-of-body experience for a second. Did I hear 8,000?
No, you didn't. You heard it was
Nice.
8,500. What I'm going to do here, if anybody wants it, we can do a deposit down, and I would actually, a little bit each month. I would go 90 days on this. So I know this is expensive. It's the most expensive piece of art we've ever had. I know this is probably tight for a lot of people's budget, but it is a beautiful, beautiful cover. And it is one
This
of the most
cover, by
stunning
the way,
covers.
is routinely listed in the list of greatest X-Men covers of all time.
Oh, this is sold then. I'm sorry. Yeah. My friend Nacho Notte Bene, his initials happen to be the same thing, NB. Notte Bene decided to buy it. No. Ronald, you're right. That extra $500 does make a difference.
This is so cool.
You gotta love Dr. Doom being there, though. It's like,
and I love big group shots like this.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, shall we get to break?
Yes.
It feels like it's been an hour.
Let's
Oh,
hit that
yeah.
break. We'll be back in just about a minute and a half here on The Experience.
Hey,
We're
everybody. We're back. I want to just give a quick shout out to everybody watching. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you making the time on a Friday night to watch us. And for those people who are unable to watch us live, who watch us later, I want to give a shout out and a thank you to Bill Cox of Comic Art Fans. He runs the premier platform for original art. Whether I'm going to say two things. One, the website is www.comicartfans.com, and there's over 1 million pieces of art. The other thing is whether you're watching us on Facebook, YouTube, our website, or Twitter, go to Bill is pretty much exclusively on YouTube, or at least that's the main place to go for everything he's doing, especially when he does claim sales. You want to go to YouTube and go to Comic Art Live, and you'll see Bill Cox, and there's just great content there. On Sundays, he does a round robin table talking to other collectors. Sometimes on Mondays, he has special events. Tuesdays and Thursdays are mostly interviews, and Thursdays also the weekly roundup. You get to see what artwork sold, how much it sold for. It just gives you a great feel of the hobby. And then Wednesday is the best night of the week. It's Dueling Dealers, and everything starts at 9. That's the one thing that's simple. And then I'm going to add a caveat to that. Everything starts at 9. So Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, every week there's content. Wednesday, Dueling Dealers. And you've got Mike Berkey of RomitaMan.com and Anthony Snyder of Anthony'sComics.com. They go head to head selling original art, and it is so fun. Even if you don't have the budget to buy any big pieces, they bring pieces that are under $500, and Mike will bring a few $200 or $300 pieces. Check it out. But tomorrow, 5 o'clock, and I'm biting my lip because I can't believe I'm missing it. Tomorrow, 5 o'clock, there's a special Dueling Dealers. And it's, again, YouTube, comicartlive.com. There's a special Dueling Dealers tomorrow at 5 o'clock East Coast. And it will be Anthony Snyder versus Bill Cox because Mike Berkey's away. So Bill Cox is going to be Mike Berkey, and Dino Mauricio is going to be the host. He will take the Bill Cox spot. So it will be great. And the one I'm going to watch it on later because unfortunately, I'm going to be at a business dinner, which was like, usually when they do these Saturday shows, they do them at like 1 or 2 o'clock, which was like, okay, no problem. But it's a special edition. So I just want to see, oh, Jesus. Sorry, guys. I'm an amateur. I'm getting fired next by Amy. I just want to see Bill do this when Anthony's selling. And because one of the things that'll happen is Bill will say, Anthony, what's your price? What's your best price? And Anthony will keep talking without telling people the price. And Berkey will be like showing 2 pieces of art that he hasn't sold yet. I want to see Bill do that. So anyway, all right, I've probably killed like 4 minutes here, so I'm sorry. Let's see. Bill has changed the face of collecting artwork, plus all the great people who are members. Watch Anthony's update on YouTube. He is ready for Bill. Oh, geez, Mr. Redjack, now you're making it even worse that I'm missing it. I'm going to be at dinner like this. I'm going to be at dinner like this tomorrow night. They're going to be like, what are you doing? I was like, oh, no, just checking a few things. How can you be checking a few things? You keep typing. I'm just trying to claim something. I mean, no, I'm just looking. All right. Here's 2 affordable pieces of art that we have tonight. So we have Thor, number 50, page 5. This is Tom Rainey and Scott Hanna, the 50th issue, written by Dan Jurgens. And I've always said Dan Jurgens is one of my favorite Thor writers. We're going to put this up tonight for $196.20 for 1962, the year that Thor first appeared in Journey into Mystery 83. And then we have this Ultimate X-Men page by Tom Rainey and by Scott Hanna. And this is going to be $196.30 for 1963, the year that the X-Men first appeared.
The Unknown grabs the Thor 50.
Huh?
The Unknown grabs the Thor 50.
Nice.
And this is what I get for not having it open on my phone. Thanks, The Unknown.
Kyle's gotten enough art lately.
Well, but I've gotten some really great Thor pages from
Yes,
you,
you have.
on here, and I wasn't gonna collect Thor, but they're so beautiful, and I'm becoming such a big Tom Rainey fan that whenever you
Yep.
put them up, I gotta at least think about it.
Now, on the original art, yes, unknown. You send the $196.20 to me, friends and family, and then we'll bill you the $25 shipping. So it's really cool. Sabretooth, General Ross. It's just, this was a great run of Ultimate X-Men. This is Mark Millar writing. So, Jordan, aloha, my friend. Great to have you
Hi,
here.
Jordan.
So, and this is a page you were really lucky because you love the way the blacks were in there and just really offsetting the art. And as Mr. Redjack just popped up, please hit like, thumbs up, hearts.
18 watching, 18 likes.
Yeah.
All watching. Thank you.
Thank you all.
All 18 of you. Thank you.
I think they're only sticking around because you have talent and you keep me in line. I think
I'm barely doing anything.
It's the looks that you give me to move on. All right. So the Avengers, this is the other affordable piece. Now, I got this in Amateur Dueling Dealers from Bill's show. This was from Tatiana. It was Tatiana versus Mike Lovitz. So what I think I won this for $300, and I said I was going to sell it for the price I won it at. What do I have it at?
You're at $350.
Okay, I had it at $350. It's now $300 because I said $300. Yeah, man, I can't even blame Kyle now. But this is Dale Keown and Joe Weems. So if you've ever wanted Dale Keown art, this is really affordable. Like I said, I wanted to bring Nick talking himself out of money. That's right. Dale Keown, the Hulk art, classic art is impossible to get at any kind of reasonable price. And yes, this is more modern. This is only 3 years ago. It's Avengers 26, but it's written by Jason Aaron, and he is one of the most brilliant writers in the industry. So this is, Nick, I just sent you an email with some artwork from my collection. All right, Ronald, I can't wait to check it out. Ronald and I have built up a relationship. He's been buying a lot of the remarks, and yeah, this is really detailed. Dale is detail oriented, and Joe Weems is just proves
Yeah,
again
a lot
and
of
again.
patience for stuff like that.
Yep, Joe Weems just proves again and again why he's one of the best thinkers in the industry. So, $300. I think I paid $350, but I talked myself out of money apparently. All
I'm
right.
so good at that.
Master of Kung Fu, Shang-Chi. I'm sticking with the Shang-Chi.
I'll stick with Shang.
There we go. Tomato.
Ironically, the character that Simu Liu, who plays Shang-Chi, played on Kim's Convenience, pronounced it Shang.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Okay. He
Point
might
to
know,
me.
he might point to Amy. So I'm just stubborn. I'm an old guy. You know, I've been collecting for 39 years. I'm set in my ways. I don't change much. When you get to be my age,
Who do you
The only
sound
thing Nick changes is the prices after he sends them to me to build the graphics.
yeah, right?
Mm.
Shang for the 70s crowd. That's right, Mr. Redjack. All right, so this was supposed to be how much?
You changed
9.5.
All right, so it was supposed to be $950. I made it $600 because it's Gene Day. Because I saw that Anthony was selling Mike Zeck Master of Kung Fu pages for $1,200, and I thought $950 was a good deal. But Bill corrected me last night that was Zeck, and this is Gene Day. Gene Day is still great. He left us too early in life. His Master of Kung Fu is up there. I mean, it's Gene. Obviously, the Paul Gulacy and the Mike Zeck artwork is more collectible, but I still think Gene Day was great. But this is also why I brought this down to $600. So I don't remember what I paid for this, but I do think if you factor in inflation, $600 is pretty good.
It's still a steal with the movie coming out.
Bronze is gold. We can only handle so much change. It's right. That's why it's Shang-Chi. So coffee stains are free. You get the coffee stains for free. It gives it character, right? It's one way of looking at it.
Sure.
All right. So let's see. I think what we want to do. Okay, we sold the Thor. All right.
Forgot to put sticky.
And we'll put it sideways. So this is a Red Sonja #1 cover. This was donated by Scott Hanna and through Spencer Beck. This is Penciled Blue Line by Brett Booth. This was a commission, and Brett Booth did the pencils, but Scott Hanna added a lot to it off of Blue Line, and we made it a cover to Red Sonja #1, which is shipping on September 1st, I think. Is September 1st the first Wednesday in September? I can't remember.
It might be. Sounds right.
I'm looking. Hold on. September 1st is the first Wednesday of September.
So on September 1st, Red Sonja #1 will be at your local retailer. So look, this is a $1,500 cover. All the money will be going to Save Whiskers Rescue. You will PayPal the money straight to Save Whiskers Rescue. It is available for $1,500. So it is a cover. It is issue #1. It is inks over Blue Line, but this is the printed cover. And the unknown wants my Wolverine from last time. Maybe next week. Let's talk about that. We'll talk about it next week. And the money will be going to a great charity. Brett and Scott did an amazing job and a great cause. Yep, they did. Help the kitty cats. Help the rescue cats. So, all right. Moving on, before we get to the joke that somebody here hates, before we get to that joke, OMAC #3 cover, Keith Giffen. What I love about this cover is if you look at early Keith Giffen from his early OMAC, his early Defenders, not as All-Star Comics when he was inked by Wally Wood as much, but he was definitely heavily influenced by Jack Kirby. And of course, then his style changed, and a lot of us love his Legion of Superheroes and his mid and late 80s work, and then he started changing his style, more European style. He's evolved. Well, here, this is from 2011. This cover's 10 years old. He really, really went back to Kirby, and you're actually seeing it almost, this is going to be an odd thing to say, but a more refined Kirby, like really not exactly Kirby, but very Kirby-esque. I mean, look at the fingers on OMAC. It's just great. So what do we have this at?
2000.
So $2,000 for this cover. So, and Keith is not selling much of his art anymore. So, which, one day I'm going to have to break into his house and steal some of that Legion art he has left. That wasn't my inner voice, was it?
Now you said that one on the outside voice.
Well, nobody really, we'll just delete the show. It's not like anybody could just copy it and take the URL and put it anywhere else. So,
yeah.
So, it's pretty cool, isn't it? look, it's Sci-Fi Man, which is great, and it's Brother Eye's one of his greatest threats. But the issue had Sarge Steel, it had Checkmate Elite, Max Lord, and it was all about the hunt to Omax. So it's a really cool cover. All right. Before we go into our recap, and we still have a few minutes before the recap, the first ever and probably the last Joe Quesada piece of artwork I will offer, because I am a huge, huge Joe Quesada fan. And the only reason why I pulled this splash out is because of the joke that people have about me selling my original artwork is like pulling teeth. So you have the Punisher and the Marvel Knights double shot #1. This is splash page 3, pulling someone's teeth out to get what he wants. Hey, Mr. Red Jack, you'll have the car running? My man. See, that's a friend. That's a friend. I said the same thing to my brother, like when he was about to get married. I was like, listen, if you change your mind, I'll have the car ready to go. Anyway. Bad joke. So, Joe Quesada, Punisher. What do we have the double shot at?
$2,500.
All right. So, this is a $2,500 splash. Joe Quesada art really, really is hard to find anything. These days, he's drawing a lot digitally. And while it is inked by some great artists like Kevin Nolan, so many other great people, and even though it's inked on Blue Line and that is the artwork, it's still hard to come by. But he has sold pretty much everything before 2005, and he has very little artwork left since 2005. So this is a splash. And seriously, I wanted to bring it on the air because I wanted people to see it, but this is quite possibly the only time I'll ever offer Joe Quesada art. And as you know, obviously it's beautiful. I love it. I just thought it was funny. Now, see, Kyle wants to knock my teeth out when I change prices. So there is that.
That's super true.
So, any questions from the audience?
Well, I've got something, if you give me just a second, to maybe entice people a little bit on that last one.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Jimmy doesn't like to make toys.
Do you mind telling me what you do want to do?
Well, sir, someday I'd like to be a dentist.
A dentist?
Well, we need one up here. I've been studying. It's fascinating. You know,
That's a good thing you stopped. I'm pretty sure we might get flagged.
No, that's public domain.
Really?
It's not the original audio.
Sounds pretty close.
Wow.
Uh-huh. Don't ask me how I know that trick. But yeah.
Hey, man.
But I almost went with "You'll Be a Dentist" from the Little Shop of Horrors, but
yeah,
didn't think we need to go Broadway musical today.
Nah. Not
for
my
the record,
style.
I would have been cool. I would have been cool with that because I like Broadway.
Hey, for the record, she likes Broadway. See if you can find it real quick. You know?
That one we will get flagged for.
Oh, okay. So not even a please,
Hey,
Seymour. Was that his name? Seymour?
Yes.
Feed me, Seymour.
Feed me, Seymour.
me,
But
Seymour.
he would say please when Seymour
Please.
said no.
Feed me.
All right.
Okay, funniest
Show
part of the
some
movie.
pieces, and I'll be right back. I got something to show you.
All right. Funniest part of that movie, though. I mean, Steve Martin always inflicting pain, and then Bill Murray showing up and being like, no, I don't need anesthesia. I don't need. Get out of here, you sick. That was so freaking great. Yeah, no, the Trencher art style was great. I mean, I think he did Shadowhawk and a bunch of other stuff during that period, and it was just trippy. It was so trippy. But this is one of the reasons why I think Giffen, more than an artist, he's just a storyteller. He is just a great, great storyteller. So I'm going to pull my Mike Berkey now. I'm going to pull my Mike Berkey. Two remarks. Two. So
Just awkward silence.
awkward silence. Yeah. Well, so experiment. So experimental. Love it. Yeah. He was fantastic. It's just a great movie. It really, really is. I forgot how much I love it. I mean,
I'll admit it's been a long time since I watched it, so I gotta rewatch it.
yeah, wasn't it like late 80s? You probably weren't even born.
No, but of course I've seen it.
So let's see. Nick, I got the Tarzan double page. Oh, nice. Thank you. Yeah, dude, Jordan, that was a hard one to let go, but I'm glad it went to you. We had this double page spread by Jose Luis Garcia Lopez of Tarzan. It was like 40 years old, and it was so beautiful.
As a question.
What was the price on the Linsner remarks? So we were doing these at $275 each, but if you buy both, it's $400, Ronald. And this is actually with the company, so this you would pay the company. This is not my personal art. So we only have one of each. So if you only want Vampirella or only want Dawn, it's $275. If you want both, it's $400. There you go.
Oh, neat.
That's
Show
really
more art.
we were like doodling, spending time waiting just for you to say show more art.
Mhm.
Well, that was kind of counterproductive. Just throwing that out there. It was counterproductive.
I said show some art, and then I'll be right back. But
Hi, Audrey, too. Nice to see you.
There we go. Let's see. I will take both of the Linsners. All right. Ronald is taking both of the Linsners. All right. We're getting towards the end. I just want to say a few things, and we're going to do a quick recap. So first and foremost, we have is Henri on at 8? Are we doing
coming up at 8 is I honestly don't remember.
All right. At 9 is Comics Unlimited with Nancy McCann. She is awesome. Check out her show. I actually bought a Dynamic Forces Ultimate X-Men back last week from her.
It's really hard to do things when you've got a plant on your arm.
Saturday, we have a lot of great shows. We have Dan Wickline with shows. Thanks, Unknown.
Thank you. Very nice.
Very, very nice. We have Dan Wickline. Sunday, we have Fat Jacks at 6 o'clock. We have a comic shop at 8. Mondays, we have our comic collectibles with Dynamic Forces. Then we have Miss Jen. Every night, 5 to 11, check out the shows, and you will just love them. All right, real quick.
Up next is Richard Davis of Cult of Dracula and Travis McIntyre from Source Point Press.
Thanks, Unknown. I appreciate it. All right, so these are sold. The Vampirella and Dawn remarks are sold to Ronald. We sold the Star Wars. We still have the Turtles with the remark, the DF cover. That's $50. And we sold one of the Joker Deceased. We only have one left. That's $75. We sold the X-Men the Thor 50 Tom Rainey. Thank you very much, Unknown. But we still have the Ultimate X-Men left for $196.20. Let's see what else. We still have the Red Sonja #1, where the money will go to Save Whiskers Rescue. Nice pickup, Ronald.
My wife
Any
won't kill
updates
me.
on the? You know what, Robert? Email me or Facebook message us, and we'll get back to you. David, yep, my wife won't kill me. Oh, right, we got to bill you twice. Got it. Master Kung Fu Shang-Chi.
There you go.
Jean Day, This is $600. Dale Keown Avengers, $300. And then we had the X-Men 29, Last Will and Testament of Professor X, $8,500. The OMAC, which we just showed, I'm not going to show the pulling teeth again because I'm worried somebody will buy it. And we sold 2 of the Vampirella lithos signed by Lucio Perillo. These are $100 lithos. These were shipped to Italy to be signed, 18 by 24, 100-pound Gallery Art Silk stock. We also have...
I think you want me to take one.
Yeah, that'll be awesome. We also have the Red Sonja litho. This is a $50 litho that we're offering for $1973, the year Red Sonja first appeared. Frank Cho and Sabine, $1973. And last but not least, Avengers Invaders lithograph by Alex Ross, signed by Alex Ross. This is an $89.99 litho, and we're offering it for $50 tonight. So I want to say thank you to everybody for tuning in. Please check out Dueling Dealers tomorrow night at 8 o'clock on YouTube, Comic Art Live. And we'll be back on Monday with Comic Collectibles with Dynamic Forces. Have a great weekend,
Good night,
all.
everybody.